So investigators say the suspect, 31-year-old Corey Sweeney, was threatening to kill his mother with a knife. This all happened at a home on Brad Avenue.
Our Biljana Garland is joining us live from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office tonight. And Biljana, I know you spoke with a neighbor who says she was aware that Sweeney had a history of mental health issues.
Anthony JSO says that Corey Sweeney has a lengthy criminal history. They say he was even Baker Acted one time, which is the process of law enforcement temporarily detaining somebody for a mental health evaluation. We did speak with his neighbor, and she walked us through what she saw and heard during the standoff.
We've never had issues here, so it seems safe.
A neighbor who does not want her face shown says she has lived in the Dinsmore neighborhood for about a year, living next to 31-year-old Corey Sweeney.
I've never spoken to him. Occasionally we would wave, but that was about as far as it would go.
Around 10 Monday night, the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office was called to Brad Avenue for a domestic violence call. JSO says Sweeney's mother asked for help after Sweeney held a knife to her face and made slashing motions without actually cutting her. She was able to escape the home, and investigators say Sweeney locked her out. JSO says Sweeney did not follow commands by staying inside the house, which eventually turned into a 4-hour standoff. At one point, JSO says Sweeney broke a window from inside the home, cutting an officer. Authorities called in the SWAT team, trying to get Sweeney to come out peacefully.
Well, we were watching TV and we saw lights, and so we come out here and looked and we noticed what was happening, and it wasn't too much long after that that we were evacuated out and sat in a cop car.
She says she, along with her husband and their children, were evacuated around 11:30 p.m. and did not return home until about 4 hours later. During the standoff, JSO says Sweeney came out of the home wearing a football helmet and swinging a hammer, then went back inside. Authorities say he continued to ignore commands. When Sweeney came out again, JSO says he was holding an object and threatened to throw it at officers. That's when 2 officers shot him in the leg.
Just like quick, loud snapping. Probably about maybe 2 or 3 times.
That neighbor also tells us she was aware Sweeney had a history of mental health issues.
We had an idea of it, but once we realized what it was just sad overall for everybody.
Now she says the neighborhood she once felt safe in feels different.
I feel like it just makes me a little more observant, maybe, a little more watchful.
JSO says Sweeney is facing a multitude of charges, and meanwhile, this is the 16th officer involved shooting this year with JSO. Live in Jacksonville, I'm Biljana Garland. First Coast News on your side.